What's up, guys? This is Blade Master, and you're watching the Wolf of Remus Total War channel. And this is a replay from the Reddit tournament, the July 2014 Reddit tournament. And this is between Plant and Lstecz. This is a replay from the first round. And this is played in Malva. In this one, Plant is playing as Carthage and Lstecz is playing as Syracuse. And they've brought very similar builds. Both of them have brought 4 companion cav each. And they also have brought 4 infantry units each. Where it differs is Plant has brought 4 Libyan infantry, whereas Aztecs has brought 4 Samnite warriors. They've also got a difference in skirmishers. Lstecz has gone with 3 archers and 2 regular peltas, whereas Plant has gone with 3 Libyan peltas. And finally, the biggest difference of them all is Plant has also got an elephant, who's coincidentally not his general. So he's brought an elephant unit, and the extra money that was saved, the extra money was spent on Lstex's perspective for archers and some more militia hoplites. So I believe he has total 4 hoplites, 3 militia, 1 thorax, 4 Samnites, 3 archers, 2 peltas, and 4 mercenary companions. So what's going on now is both of them have tried to rush this middle forest. Whoever gets there first kind of has a pretty decent advantage because of the forest. Sometimes this leads to some pretty nice skirmish battles going on between over here and over here. So there'd be archer fire going on both sides and stuff like that. Because there are woods in the other side as well. So what happened now is Lstecz has decided that that Plant won the race, so to speak, and he's retreated back to this hill. It's a pretty favorable position, but one disadvantage is it has forced him to extend his cavalry a bit more. So Lstecz has also got an extra citizen cav, so he's brought 5 cav compared to Plant's 4, and Plant has overloaded his left flank, so he's got 3 companion cav on his left, and he's got only 1 companion and 1 late Libyan hoplite on his right. And if I were Lstecz, I'd probably try and push for this flank, especially since he can see that there are 3 units here. Maybe he thinks that he's brought another, who knows, maybe another companion. But yeah, just from a spectator's point of view, this would be a pretty nice move for Lstecz to circle around and then hit him in the rear while he's engaged with his infantry. Also, Lstecz could use his skirmishing advantage. He's got 3 archers, and he can either choose to hit the African war elephants with fire arrows, or he can use them to just hit the Libyan peltas. Honestly, I don't think it would do too much damage to the Libyan peltas. It would probably be more effective aimed at his elephants, but let's see how it goes. So now Lstecz is backed up a bit with the cav on his left flank, but meanwhile the cav on his right flank, which is the one which would be in more danger, is a bit more overextended from his army. It's kind of a stalemate going on here. No one really wants to engage this battle, and now Plant's just maneuvering to get a more head-on fight against Lstecz. At this point, he was at an angle. So now I think Lstecz has realized that he's got less cav on this edge, so he's doing the right thing, trying to circle around. At least that's what I'd assume he's doing. And meanwhile, Plant is doing a very similar thing. Since he's got 3 cavalry units over here, he's decided to run around the Syracuse back line with 1 of them. But at least this is a better position for them, because if needed, they can help in the cav fight. But he's already got elephants on his left flank, so he doesn't need the extra cav. So what I would think this all boils down to is just a matter of timing, because both of them have brought very, very similar builds. In a head-on fight, the Samnite warriors would probably edge past the Libyan infantry, but it will be almost tied. The skirmishing advantage does belong to Lstecz, although he will be split between trying to focus on his African elephants and using his peltas. Over here, another nice move by Lstecz, gaining a pretty early advantage by circling around, and he's got this line of sight cover over here, so he could pop a pretty devastating surprise attack if needed. And Plant's doing a very similar thing, except he's just using 1 cavalry, although he's managed to slip in another cavalry on the right, despite the despite the militia half-day cover over there. That's something that Lstecz should have seen earlier. So pretty easily bypassed his spear line, and now he's in a very advantageous position. As is Lstecz, he's got actually 3 companions over here, who are all in the back line, but he has decided to reroute them because they were coming under fire from, they were coming under pressure under the by the late Libyan holidays. Over here, another good move by Lstecz. He's moving his thorax upgrade gen to protect his archers. They could be pretty useful in this case. And meanwhile, he's got a great charge on the retreating Libyan peltas. That would mean the end for his skirmishing. Although, what he needs to do immediately is to kite these guys back as soon as possible. Try and hit these Libyan infantry in the rear, and try and get a couple of quick routes that way. This is played in patch 14, so routing should be like your main option. Over here, he has not microed his companions as well as he would have liked. One of them has been caught by Libyan Hoplites. Oh, a perfect! This would have been a perfect opportunity, hitting him on both ends with his companions. Over here, Plant's having a much better time. It's just that Lstecz is having a bit more difficulty microing, and yeah, he's just completely slipped through his spears once again. And he's hit his skirmishers this time, and he's getting a great downhill charge on the backs of those Samnite warriors. With companions, they're just going to do a bunch of casualties that way. Look at the kill score rising. Over here, not a very good situation again for Lstecz, because his companion cavalry have been bogged down, and now the elephants have come to help. They haven't gotten many kills as is expected, because the main way they get kills is from the charge, and there's just a lot of units bogged down here. But what it does do is exactly this, morale effect. And since they got a couple of, or Plant got a couple of downhill charges on the rear, couple that with the scare ability on the elephants, and it's basically game over right now. It's going to be very tough for Lstecz to get back from this. Now he did manage to move his cav, and now he's caught one of Plant's companion cav, I think, not in the rear, maybe head on. But at this point, nothing's going to really help. His Hoplite gen is just about ready to rout. And unfortunately, his Samnite warriors didn't do well at all. I mean, the thing about Samnites is they're tanks. They won't kill many people, but they will last almost an entire game if left alone. But they don't have unbreakable morale. They just have a lot of armor, and their melee defense is pretty solid. But the thing is, their morale is 55, so it can be broken by downhill charges by especially amazing cavalry-led companions. This one getting 305, so pretty clear that that's the MVP. Over here, the cavalry that was on Lstex's right have just gotten into the battle. It's a bit too late. His Hoplite gen is really he's holding out quite well though. 50 kills and counting, and he's gone back from wavering to steady, and he's also killed a lot of the African war elephants, and now they're running amok, so pretty well done. But yeah, this game is just about wrapped up. I think this one is in Plant's favor. And just a reminder, whoever wins this game, they cannot use the faction that they used to win this game again in the tournament. So if Plant wins this, he can't use Carthage for the rest of the tournament. And it's just the first round, and Carthage is a pretty powerful faction. Although there are a number of other great factions that you can choose. But, I mean, that's what kind of makes this tournament a bit interesting in my opinion. Anyways, that's the end of this replay, guys. Let's take a quick look at the unit statistics screen. As you can see, the elephants didn't do much, and they didn't need to do much, because their main effect was, getting that fear around. This build was kind of it's a very good build, and Plant did really well with his companions. I think that was just the changing point. You can see the kill score on the 4 companions, 319 and 196 on 2 of them, whereas these guys or Lstex's companions, they just didn't do as good a job. What he did do, he did really well with his cavalry initially on his left flank, rounding around and or coming around and trying to attack from the rear. But he should have coordinated that with his other flank, and the other flank was left alone, and they came into the game a bit too late. The archers, I believe one of them probably just got a couple of elephant kills, but as kind of expected, they didn't do really. They didn't get a lot of kills. The Peltas unfortunately should have, and they didn't get a lot of kills, which is pretty disappointing. Militia Hoplites, they could have stopped Plant's companion cav from marauding all around Lstec's formations, but they didn't. So, those were all just small reasons why he lost this game. But yeah, it was a pretty close battle, and I'm looking forward to seeing the rest of the tournament. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.